Hey, yo, Shalom, all praise to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai. Double honor to your apostle, great millstone, man. Yeah, just doing a quick video, man, just on this article, man. It's just talking about Hillary and some shit she said, man, about conspiracy theories and that. It's on InfoWars, which I don't really like using, but considering the context, it's alright still, for this anyway. It says, paranoid Hillary smears Alex Jones during conspiracy-obsessed rant. Claims Vladimir Putin is godfather of the alt-right. Says Hillary Clinton claimed that Donald Trump was embracing dark conspiracy theories before going on conspiracy theory-obsessed rant in which she attacked Alex Jones and claimed that Vladimir Putin was a villainous mastermind behind the alt-right movement. The speech in Reno was billed as Hillary's moment to demonize Trump by equating him with racist, white supremacist conspiracy theorists. But she ended up weaving a giant fairy tale of her own, re-invoking the vast right-wing conspiracy that she has been ridiculed for hammering on in the past. Except this time it's former KGB agent and Russian President Vladimir Putin, who is somehow the evil genius, secretly controlling InfoWars, Breitbart, Nigel Farage, and the entire alt-right. Hillary said Putin is, and the entire alt-right. Hillary said Putin is the godfather of the global brand of extreme nationalism. And that's really bullshit, because Esau's, the elites of Esau are really the ones who created global. Hillary's part of the ones that are creating global nationalism, man. Because firstly, she's been used as a tool to push everyone to Trump anyway, man. Because she's fucking. First of all, the bitch was mired in scandal. Like she was mired in scandals when before she even was the official candidate. She was mired in scandals. And then she becomes a candidate, and there's more scandals coming up, more emails getting hacked. You had the Democrat emails getting hacked, and then they used Trump to say, oh, Putin did it, man. Really, the main point of all this is more or less them bringing Russia and Putin into it. Is just trying to paint Russia as the bad guy, man. And that's in preparation for World War 3, because as you can see, everything is pointing towards World War 3, man. And Russia's getting ready for it. The Asian nations are getting ready, so-called Asian nations, man, are getting ready for it. Middle East is getting ready for it, and America's getting ready for it, man. And it says, Hillary also accused Trump of taking hate groups mainstream, the very thing that her and Barack Obama have done by supporting Black Lives Matter, a group that has inspired the murder of police officers and whose ideological inspiration is a convicted cop killer on the FBI's most wanted domestic terrorist list, man. So basically, hey, man. Shit, I have to finish this video. It says Clinton attacked Trump for appearing on Alex Jones show, claiming that Jones said the victims of Sandy Hook massacre were child actors and no one was actually killed there. Let me skip down, man. Whoa, okay. Let me skip to this bit. It says Clinton is nervous about 9/11 because of her connections with the Saudi government, which, as the leaked 28 pages prove, was directly linked with the hijackers who carried out the attack. Clinton was also forced to address concerns about her health during the bizarre speech. Another nod to the fact that her campaign is wrought with an issue that has gone viral since our video reignited the controversy earlier this month. So more or less, Hillary's done, man. She's finished, and she was finished from the beginning anyway, man. She wasn't really saying anything. But more or less, they're just with her campaign, they're just using it, and with Trump as well. The whole presidential campaign is just being used to bring nationalism to the forefront and amplify it, and more or less just to prepare everyone's minds, to prepare everyone to get them thinking of Russia as an enemy, man. Because I thought there was gonna say a certain thing in the article. It's not even in there. It was in a different one that I read, but fuck it. I might add that in later. Let me get the scripture, man. Because more or less, America's done, man. America's done. Like Obama is more or less that last. He's like the main guy, which the elites have been using and pushed out a lot of the things they wanted, man. Like they've got the what do you call it? The mark of the Obamacare, which apparently is flopped. That can be used to bring in the chip, and there's various other things that he's been doing, man. More or less the wars in the Middle East, and basically destroying the country, like setting up the state of the country to the point where everyone's turning towards nationalism, and they can bring in that new world order, man, using that nationalism, man, as a tool. Just like in Europe, they're using the nationalism to push out the Brexit and certain ideological thoughts, which they can use to bring in the new world order. They're doing the same thing in America. Done the same thing in America with Obama. That's why Hillary ain't really no candidate, and it's only really Trump that would bring something forward, be bringing things forward in terms of the elite's plans, man. Let me read this, man. It says Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Most High's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken for wine. Therefore the nations are mad. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so be, she may be healed. So that's like America's not going to be healed, man. Like right now, hey man, this pretty much is the last. This is the end of America, man. America ain't gonna be stuttering on for like another 20 years. They're gonna have like, okay, Trump's gonna go in and everything's just gonna revitalize. This like America's done, man. And more or less, them like what they're preparing for is the next stage in the plan, man. Which is that third world war, martial law, bringing in their new world order, man. Because that is pretty much all. That's pretty much all they've got left to achieve, man. They want to get everyone chipped. They want to get everyone enslaved, man. And they want to murder off the so-called Negroes and a great number of people, man. Using the wars, using viruses, using multiple methods, man. It says. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so be, she may be healed. He would have healed Babylon. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let's go everyone to his own country, man. So a lot of these Americans think Trump is going to bring back American values, and more or less it's going to revitalize America, the greatness of America, but it's not, man. They don't realize the plans of the elites. In the plans of the elites, all these so-called Americans are pawns, man. They're going to be sacrificed, man. Just like, yo, man, playing the game of chess, how many games of chess does a pawn make it to the other side and get promoted to a queen? Almost never, man. Majority of, like, professional chess players, majority of games they have, there's like a set amount of moves that you even make. Before, like, there's actually set patterns that you would just be going through whilst playing. And you have to just like outthink them in the future, like, or use their pattern against some different techniques like that, man. So that what these people don't realize is they're just pawns, man. They don't understand the game that's being played. They don't understand that they're even being played, man. They think that the government actually cares about them. But yo, man, like that's not gonna happen, man. It says, take balm for her. If so be, she may be healed. But America's not gonna be healed, man. All them what do you call it, man? The quantitative easing, all these different schemes and programs that ESO comes up with. They don't want to keep America running, man. It says, we should have healed Babylon, she is not healed. Forsake her and let everyone go into his own country. For judgment reaches everyone to heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. So that heavy destruction is going to come, man. And it's going to come by way of America and all the so-called allies of the US as well, man. Because, what do you call it, man? It says come by way of America. It's going to come by way of Russia, man. And the so-called allies of America, man. Because Russia's been, like, they've been Russia's, since Putin came back in office, his rhetoric's been completely against the US. So now the US is handling in kind by turning all their rhetoric against him, man. Which is why when the hacking happened, they blame Russia. And even with the Olympics, the Russians being denied access to the Paralympic Games and being a lot of them getting barred out of the Olympics, that's more, hey man, they're more or less just trying to make Russia into that big villain, man. But yo, that's a beautiful thing. We like when you see these things, man. More or less that shows that, hey man, that time's coming. That Third World War is going to kick off. And greater things are going to follow, man. Followed by the return of the one the world called Jesus Christ. His name is Yahweh Shai, who's a black man. And he's going to conquer this planet, and the so-called white man is going to go into slavery, man. Hey, but I'll leave it there. I'll say, we'll praise Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. I want to see Apostle Rick Milson, man. Shalom.